Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the project presentation of course CSC 216 titled Database Sessional. The name of the project is Institutional Library. It is developed by ID 1805048 Asif and Haq and 1805060 Shamim Al-Mamun. The aim of this project was to build a dynamic website which can be used in any school and college level library. We have mainly focused on the database functionalities. That means storing data in a good way, manipulating data, and show it to the user. From the project ERD, we can see that there are some tables: book, member, book table has subtable, book list, academic, and book list others, and it is connected with the author table, publisher table. In the member table, there are some subtable: member teacher, member student, member others. The admin table is connected with the book table, member table, issue list table. The member table and book table are connected with the favorite list table. Again, the book table and member table is connected with review list table. Member list connected with suggestion list table. Again, the admin table is connected with issue list. There are some tables which are not connected with any table. For example, contact us table, news and events table, links table, and applicant table. Now let's dive into the. This is the homepage of our project website, Institutional Library. We can see that in the header section there are some buttons, and in the menu drop-down there are some more buttons. Below is a new arrivals section which shows for randomly selected books from the new arrivals section. Clicking the view all button, we can see all the books in the new arrivals section. In the below there is the news and events section which shows two latest news from news and events. Clicking view all, we can see all the news and events. And there is the message for a viewer. There is a contact us button. A viewer can send direct mail using this button, and you can see the Facebook page of this library website. If we click on the contact us button, then we can see that a viewer can send a message to the library admin by providing his name, email, and phone number. After clicking send, he will get an instant message in his email. In the news and events section, all the news are shown in this way. In the useful links, there are some useful website links for the students. In the menu drop down, we can see that there is academic book section. Here we can search the book using book name or writer name. Partial or wrong spelling also gives correct results. For example, using uh, if we search, then we can see that the name of the book college algebra is being shown. We can also list the book using the group and subject. For example, if we click on mathematics, then all the books which are of subject mathematics and group science will be shown. In the same way, there is the other books section. We can search book, and in the same way we can categorize or list the book according to the book category and genre. For example, if we click on other category and children genre, we can see that the book of this category and genre is being shown. Then there is a new books section. That means this is the books which are arrived in the library in last 3 months. These are being shown as a table. Then there is the members section. It has been kept keeping in mind the necessity of blood during emergency. A viewer can order the list using the blood group column, so that he can find information easily. He can contact with the member using the email ID and phone number provided. Then there is the review section. This is the review of academic type books. There is a book name, book ID, author name, and the member Saad with member ID 2 has given this review, and these reviews are kept side by side of the book. There is the other book review. To add review, a member has to log in using his phone number and password. Then the author's information and publisher informations are kept similarly. After that, we are coming to the sign in section. A member can sign in using his phone number and password. Wrong password will not be allowed to log in. Here you can see that member Hassan with member ID 1 has successfully logged in. In his profile, there is a review book section. add favorite book section, my favorite list, we can see that this member has this book id, book name, and author as his favorite list. He can also give suggestion and complaint, which will be stored in the database, and admin can see these things. After that, there is a sign up section. User or a viewer can register for membership using this section. After clicking this register button, this data will be saved, and admin can allow this application to be a member. In the admin login section, an admin can log in using his admin ID and password. It is to be noted that most of the information of this website will be manipulated by admin. So we can see that there are a number of buttons. In the topmost button is show applicants list. We can see that there are two applications for membership using this ID. This ID is the institutional ID. It may be teacher or member ID. So using this ID, admin can add this applicant to member list, and before he can search whether this id belongs to member list or not. He can also add member by providing all the informations. He can see the members list. We can see that all the data of a member is being shown here. For example, this find column is being shown here, which was not shown in the in this step. Fine is calculated using a trigger. If a member fails to return the book within given time, he has to give fine. Then there is a delete member button. Admin can delete a member by providing the member ID. Admin can add book, delete book, add to the issue list. To add to the issue list, he has to provide the book ID and member ID and issue date. If he doesn't provide any value in the issue date, then seize date will be saved. Then he can see the issue list. We can see that there is a issue id which is generated automatically by a trigger. If a member return the book, then this issue record can be deleted by clicking the delete from issue list button. He has to provide only the issue id to delete this record. In the similar fashion, an admin can add link, add news, add new admin, add new author, and add new publisher to the database. And below there are two buttons to show the messages which are sent by member or viewer of the website. So this is all about the front end of this project. In the back end, we can see that we had to use some simple queries, some complex and dynamic queries. For example, we had to use a complex query to search book, to fetch some book and author informations, to fetch the fine informations, etc. We had to use 5 complex and dynamic queries and some simple queries. In the database, we had to save some trigger. There are 3 triggers and 6 procedural functions and 2 sequences. Here we can see that there is a trigger called delete book. When a book is deleted, all the instances of this book id from issue list, review list, favorite list are deleted. Then there is a trigger issue book. When a book is issued, then the book status column and number of issue of member table column has to be updated. Similarly, when a issue record is deleted, those things are have to be updated, and this is done by using this trigger. Then we had to call some functions and procedures to generate the member ID, issue ID, and book ID according to the given sequence. For example, member student has the sequence 1112, and member teacher has the sequence 2122, etc. Then there is a function to calculate the fine. Fine means if there is the duration of 14 days for a issue. If a member keeps the book more than 14 days, then he has to give fine 5 taka for each day. So and finally there was two sequence to generate this member and book ID. So this is all about this project. So to develop this website, we have used as a front end HTML and the W3 CSS and a JavaScript library jQuery. In the backend, we have used Node.js and Express framework. As a database, we have used Oracle, and to connect with the Oracle, we have used a third-party app named Navigate. So this is all about this website.